Hello, good morning. My name is Ian, and welcome to this morning's bar basics practice. I'm currently standing in bare feet. I have my slippers or shoes off to the side, and I'll put those on in a second. First, I'd like to start today's practice with some foot dexterity or articulations with our toes. And for that, I'll come just a little bit, maybe I'll just stay right where I am. No, I'm not. I'm going to come up a little bit closer here and really only show you my foot. With your full foot on the floor, could you exclusively lift a single big toe and hold for 5, 4, 3, place that single big toe down. Lift the other 4 toes, spreading the 4 toes. We want to think about a foot tripod here being heavy under the big toe mound, the pinky side, and the heel. Place on the ground. Curl up the toes as to flex or bend all those digits. Open up the toes. Flex the toes and open the toes and return to the floor. Repeat on the other side. Same thing. We have a big toe lift off and we'll hold that for 10. And we'll breathe and we'll place that down. Then we'll lift up the 4 toes, spreading along the way. And spreading. That foot tripod heavy through the foot. Return down. Clench the toes and spread. And clench the toes and spread. And down. Cool. We'd like to think about doing exercises like that to help us in our foot articulations. In the most balanced, awesome way, maybe it's time for you as well to get on your slippers, and maybe I should see which one is what first. We got that going. So we'll start in our parallel position, articulating our feet. Ball of foot, point, flex. Point, ball of foot, full heel. Demi, point, flex, point, ball of foot, heel. Repeat a couple more, maintaining the center line as we can, avoiding a sickled foot, playing with our tension. Turn to first, demi, point, flex. Same thing other side, demi, point, flex. Getting tall on that supporting leg. For one last time in first position here. From first, fondu to second. And for 8 to 10 in a row, the knees are stiff. Ball of foot or demi, pop those toes. Ball of foot, demi, pop those toes. Cramp up our standing leg and repeat for about 5 and 4. Straight knees, foot strength. Last one. Down. Other side. Cramp up the standing leg. Pull that demi foot down. Point. Ball of foot. Point. Demi. Stiff knees. Keeping the hips forward for 2 more seconds here, or 1 more repetition here. Full foot. Pull to center. Return to parallel. I'm going to do a quarter turn here. And from parallel, let's do our first forward fold here today. Tucking our chin. We're going to start this forward fold way at the top. And we're going to breathe. And right now, I'm just through my head and neck. So take your time. And pulling the rib cage down onto the hips. Flexing the spine. Soft knees are okay. Flex the spine. Hang out down here. Maybe we could pedal the knees to straighten. Breathe 1 or 2. Safely straighten knees as allowed. Pull from your core center to pull yourself up to tall. Repeat 1 more time. Extend the neck a little bit to look up at the ceiling and start flexing or bending at the head neck by integrating our chin tuck or forward flex, our rib cage pull, hang out on the floor, and pulling from the core to stack the vertebrae. And relax. Return your feet to any position of your choice, parallel, first or second, and then we'll go into our port de bras series for our shoulders. First at the shoulders, shrug shoulders, push, down, back. Could we draw nice circles at our shoulders, switching the direction every time, and driving from the bottom of the armpits, driving with strength here. We would love those shoulder blades to be mobile, but they also need to be stable for that movement like our port de bras. Pull the shoulder blades together, ribs down just that little bit, and from first, open up to second, and down. Repeat 3 more. First to front, open to second, and down. The glutes are cramped. The core is active. That's our 4. Same 4, but from first towards overhead to second, and down. First to fifth, and down. We'll repeat twice more. Your 5th position does not have to be straight overhead. Listen to the shoulder blades and groove safe, strong movements. And down. Return your stance to parallel, and now we're going to find ourselves on the bar. I'd like to first explore our rond de jambe or our hip rotation. With your legs in parallel, fondu forward, externally rotate, turning the inseam up, internally rotate, hiding the inseam. Repeat 1 external rotation and open to second. In second, internally rotate through the hip or turning the kneecap forward. Externally rotate in that hip, ankle bones forward, followed by 1 more rotation in. With that rotation in, pull that leg straight to the back, flex over the toes, and pull under the hip. Repeat to the back. Extension through the back. External rotation as we open up and lengthen out to second, to the front, and close either in that external rotation or in parallel. Same thing, other side. Oops, this way. So we have our fondu exercise out front. External rotation showing the inseam up. Internal rotation showing down. Repeat 1 more external rotation up and draw this nice wide circle out to second. Internally rotate, turning the kneecap forward. Externally rotate, turning the kneecap up. Internally rotate, reach out of that hip socket as we pull to the back. Once it's straight in the back, flex over the toes and pull under. Repeat to the back. Hip extension, stiff knees as we can. Externally rotating and reaching wide and wide or side to front. And then again to close. Return. Sorry about the bang in here with the chair. We'll try to be a little more delicate there. That is our hip bar exercise. I like to repeat that once more per side, perhaps the same level on the floor. Familiarize with those rotations, or en l'air or off the floor. Tall posture. Parallel legs for me, fondu to the front. External rotation in the hip as I lift up, cramping up my standing leg, reaching out to the side as I reach around the body here. I tap down, flex over toes, pull underneath. Repeat to the back. Hip extension, straight leg to the back. Open up, nice and tall and strong on the supporting leg. As we open, navigate the corners to the front, to tap, to close. Other side. Standing tall, fondu, off the floor as allowed, opening up in that hip, keeping the hips level, keeping the ribs down, drawing our circle to the back, pulling together, tapping down, and flexing over toes. Repeat to extension for one more repetition. Extend the hip, brace the core, tall on the supporting leg, and send that energy out of the toes. Point, fondu, and close. Hip bars, more of those where that came from. Take a quick detour and do forward flexes, followed by our port de bras again. Start with your head, neck, and extension. Pull your chin to your sternum. Articulate through the spine as we continue to flex. Keep your bum squeezed. Try to avoid knee bends, but if they do, that's okay too. Flex out to your bottom position. Take that breath. Pedal the ankles. Pulling from the core to stack. And relax. Following our forward flex with our port de bras, have our feet in our first position here, cramp up into our straw. This time, from first to second, first to second, and again, 3. So we're looking for 4 of these for one more time, and last one. 4, return. Same idea from first to second to fifth, and close to first. First to second, second to fifth, and down. Keeping the rib cage down, making sure we avoid the back bend. And I believe we have one more here to get us to 4. And down. And also the little wiggle. One of my new favorite exercises is our Jane Fonda exercise. Jane, love her. With your feet in parallel. Fondus, again, melting knee bending exercises. Gently place those knees over the toes. The heels are going to stay heavy, but transfer weight into your balls of feet. Now stand up tall, pull or dorsiflex a foot, ankle to the shin, hold for 2, 1, down, and repeat on the other side. Dorsiflexing on the ankle, holding for 1, forward. When our knees are forward again, we're keeping our shoulders and our hips over the ankles or stacked. The knees are that outlier in the sense of being out front. And from here, we'll tall, and same thing one last time. Dorsiflex on the ankle, pulling a foot to shin, and same thing other side. 3, 2, relax. Jane Fonda's on a single leg. Find a coup de pied position, and again, please feel free to use a chair for some balance if we need. With our one leg in coup de pied, bend or fondu the standing leg. Cramp up to tall. 3 more of those. Pull together in this straw to stay nice and centered and strong. That's 2. Tension into our knee bend, pulling ourselves out. As I said, balance aids are allowed. And one more time here, knee bend forward and cramp up to tall. Return that leg that's elevated to the floor and switch. Knee forward, cramp up. Knee forward, cramp up. Repeat 2 more. Knee forward, cramp tall. Knee forward, cramp tall. Return that leg to the ground. Repeat to the other side, adding a toe balance as allowed. Coup de pied, knee over toe, cramp to tall, find a toe balance, full heel. 3 more repetitions. Knee over toe, cramp up to full extend, toe balance, down. Knee over toe, cramp up to tall, toe balance, reset. Knee over toe, cramp up to tall, toe balance, reset. And final time, other side. Coup de pied position, knee bend over toe, full extension of the leg and hip, toe balance. Knee over toe, full extension of the hip and the leg, balance. Knee over toe, full heel until we rise onto that demi. Now it's that 2-pointed tripod, so a bipod, not a tripod, I guess. And last one, knee forward, cramp up to tall. And again, those 2 front points on the feet to balance and down. Reset. This time when we get to the floor, I like to add a little more tension, and we'll go from our forward folding or forward folded position into a high plank. For that, I'll do my quarter turn again. Start with your head, neck, and gentle extension. Pulling your chin to your sternum. Flex the C or the cervical spine. Pull the rib cage to the hips, flexing through the T-spine. And at the very end, we'll round through that low back. From here, we'll walk out to a high planks position. In this position, lift your bum up higher than you think you need. Tuck or scoop the hips to the ribs and hold for 9, 8, 7 with a bum squeeze and pull the floor together. And for 3 more seconds, make it hard. Put the knees down. And just relax for a second. We're going to repeat that one more time, finding ways to add tension to our plank for stability and challenge. Lengthen out, create tension, connect ribs and hips. 9, 8, 7. We're pulling the floor together, creating tension in our high plank for 3, 2. Soft knees down. Take a moment. Let's get up to this standing position through our fold. Take your time, walking hands to feet or feet to hands. Take your time to restack the body to tall. Returning to the bar, I'd like to work next on our plie series. From first position, hands on hip, side, front, wherever you wish. Pull yourself into your first position plie and cramp up. I hope that as I do my first position plie, I'm in line with that pillar behind. It doesn't matter how low you go, keep your hips underneath and your shoulders on top. Cramp up to tall. Repeat one more time, pulling in. Could we explore a toe balance here and hang out for 5, 4, 3, heels heavy, pull together. Repeat the same thing to our second position. So from first, tendu to second, pull yourself into your squats position or second plie and cramp up. Pull yourself into your squats position and cramp up. And repeat one more, keeping the knees pulling out, the spine nice and tall, and hold for 2, 1, and pull yourself up. Tendu to first. Repeat the same thing one more time. Return to first. Extend those hips, cramping up in the straw. Pulling or bending the knees to our plie and cramping to tall. Pulling, bending the knees to plie and cramping to tall. Repeat one more. Could we find our toe balance? Woo, little help there. Pushing those ankles forward for 3, 2, heels heavy, straighten knees. Tendu back out to second. Repeat. Pulling yourself low in our squat, cramping up, tall. Pulling low in our plie, cramping up, tall. Last one. Pull to the plie, cramp up to tall, tendu, in, parallel, relax. Returning to our port de bras and forward fold series for one last time today, and we'll revisit one last exercise on the bar. Chin tuck, pulling through the rib cage, flexing the spine, squeezing the glutes for stability. Walk out to a high planks position. Hips higher than you think you need. Tuck them under, connecting to the rib cage. And for 10 seconds, 9 seconds, the butt is squeezing, the abs are bracing, the ribs are connected to the hips. And for 3 more seconds, it's tough. From there, we slowly walk up. One last time. And stack to tall. Our last port de bras of the day. Let's work our feet from second position. So parallel first, first second, arms in low. And now one at a time. One arm is going to stay up tall as the other arm does its nice port de bras circle here. The arm that's overhead, armpit is being heavy. We're going to switch that direction now through our gateway to first, to second, to overhead. The ribs are down, the bum is squeezing. And then gently return those arms to low. I think our arms are super heavy. We can do a lot with just our own body weight. Put your arms up there for a 2-minute port de bras. Whew, that'll make it burn. Returning to our bar or my chair here for one last exercise, revisiting that hip bar. I like to do it 2 times per side, then we'll be done. We're tall, tendu to forward, opening up in that hip, drawing a circle around to the back. Flexing over toes, pulling a stiff leg underneath the hip. Repeat to the back with our hip extension. External rotation as we reach and reach and reach and reach for our circle. Tendu front, close. Repeat the same leg on the floor or slightly off. Fondu to front, lifting up, reaching out, extending these hips forward as we reach out of that hip to the extension in the back. Tap down, pull to parallel. Last, extend the hip to the back, opening up, tall on this inside leg, driving down, reaching up to fondu, and close. Repeat. Last time on the other side. Tall posture, fondu front, cramping up our hips here as we open up, reaching from the side to the back and flexing over the toes underneath the hip. Tall posture, ribs down, extend through, open, reach, 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 through second to the front, and close. And final repetition, same or slightly off the floor. As we open, we drive our energy down, reaching away, cramping up, fonduing or tapping down, flexing over toes and under. I don't know why I go so slow on that. It's so hard. Okay, one more time. Here we go. Cramp up, hip extension to the back, cramping up, strong as we always are here, reaching out, ooh, balance, excuse me, reaching out to the front, to the fondu, to the close. Relax. Thank you very much for joining me this morning here at Bars and Bells with our beginner bar practice. We look forward to sharing more strategies for strength, balance, and grace with you on the bar. Train simple, stay strong, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.